Hi. So this is the big question. Are teenagers in 2018 growing up too fast? Let's find out what these people think.
Yeah, I think they are. I think the reason for it is because more so than ever, teenagers are exposed to so much more material compared to maybe when I was younger. It's readily available online. You can watch things on YouTube which you wouldn't have watched previously. So I just think just by what is available and what is readily available to young people, I think yes, young people are growing up too fast.
I feel like a lot of us are exposed to situations that force us to grow up quickly. Yeah, like what? Like what?
Yeah. Well, most of the times it's personal situations. Yeah. It's not just like with your friendship group. It's most times like with your family. Yeah. Stuff that's going on like relationship wise. It's not always just like friendship, like stuff that you can just like you feel like you can easily tell.
I think to a great extent they are. I think that's not a fault of teenagers themselves, but of the relentless pressure that's placed on them, the influence of social media. I think, in a sense, we're losing sight of some of the wonderful years of childhood.
I think they're growing up too fast because, let's say Snapchat, a lot of people in our years addicted to it, and they think that it's all about their looks and how they look just to impress people.
So you think social media like puts pressure on them?
Yeah.
Experience about that, yeah, definitely. Just you see more of life. As you get older, you become. It makes sense, doesn't it? As you go through school, as you get into sixth form, as you go into university.
I know what is wrong and I know what is right. Like, if you understand what I mean.
Okay.
It depends on the circumstance.
I can't like survive on my own right now.
Okay.
I feel like really want to live outside your house.
If it's break time, I'll be like really silly and like I won't be like being mature. I'll just be like laughing and all that.
So you feel like you have to enjoy your life?
Yeah.
What about you?
I think that I'm not mature at all because being mature is like buying your own house or getting your first car and like learning to drive.
First and foremost, it's your family. I think the influences of family are the most significant and integral part of our lives. So the influence of your parents, your older siblings, and equally then obviously your experiences within and with outside school, and probably the most significant factor, one of the most significant factors could be travel and looking at other cultures and how other people live their lives.
Stormzy, the songs he sings, like it reflects on God.
Maybe I like jazz or like opera music.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
I just like I used to like pop a lot, but now I just like R&B.
So do you think that shows your maturity maybe in music-wise? Because opera is something that a lot of people associate with like guys in their 30s or 40s.
Yeah.
So you think it does?
Sleep. Watch a TV show or something.
Work.
Oh
yeah, work.
What's the work? What's that? They mean like work, like properly.
Yeah, go to work.
Go to make money from music and maturity per se, but definitely music and the person people have become. Like a lot of these road men, like you think you're a road man because you listen to grime. Yeah. You can't.
Wait, 10 from 100.
10 times. You can't.
You can.
You can
10 times.
How many? I was gonna say 10 times. They can't do 10.
Once.
Oh,
because
one
afterwards,
time, yeah.
it will be
Because
90.
It's 100.
Yeah.
No, as in
It's
the-
once. Oh,
the
once.
thing,
You can keep on
100.
doing it once, because then the next
It's
one will be from
once.
90. Exactly.
It's
And
once.
then we'll
Take away 10.
It's once.
You can stop. Yeah, I failed maths. Okay, you know these guys.
I'll be right.
Michael B. Jordan right now at the moment.
As in...
Wow, she said it really.
Who's my celebrity crush? Financial creator. He's a spy.
Who's my celebrity crush?
Frank Ocean. Frank question will always be Christian.
My celebrity crush, without doubt, I mean, I'll never forget this, when I was in year 10, going to watch Destiny's Child in concert, so it would have to be Beyonce, without doubt. Yeah, that's an easy one.
Okay, if I want to go back in time, probably one of my biggest inspirations was an athlete, an Australian athlete called Herb Elliott, and nobody would have heard of him, but he was a great middle distance runner, and he kind of overcame a lot of adversity, and he appealed to me when I was a very young boy who was also very keen on athletics. Books.
So this is the last.
Possibly go to a museum.
Sleep. Watch a TV show or something.
Work. Oh yeah, work.
What's the work? What's that? They mean like work, like properly.
Yeah, go to work. Go to.
Okay, so we've come to the end of our investigation.
Yeah.
And I guess there's a few things that we want to say.
Yeah, so based on what people are saying, it's kind of like childhood isn't really a stage anymore in our lives. Like we don't have, like where our parents might have been like, they knew childhood was, you know, breaking their leg or sneaking out to go somewhere. We don't really have that because ours
There's
is
a lot of freedom.
Yeah, it's blurred with adulthood.
Yes.
And maybe like language in it, like
Language, because of social media and stuff like that, young people like us are exposed to things that maybe the older generation weren't exposed to. So we don't have the same experiences.
Yeah, I think about Knife Crime in London. It's always in these songs with Stormzy and Dave and all of that.
The TV shows that we watch, like for example, I think it's Stranger Things. Like we
that's
were discussing that in our class the other day, that there was a scene where they were showing how to commit suicide. Like normally we wouldn't, maybe let's say EastEnders. Okay, we'll edit that out. Which our parents are used to. We wouldn't find that sort of a thing in there. And depression, for example, is something that younger people are experiencing too, as a result of the pressure of social media or the pressure of wanting to be like the people that they see in music videos and movies.
And definitely the clothes that we're wearing as well. Like you can see Beyonce wearing a little thong thing, and then you'll see a 15-year-old or even a 12-year-old down the street wearing the same thing.
It's true.
And then they wonder why they get the attention, but it's because I think maybe society, they've bred this culture where we are older and we're not really defined by our age anymore.
It's true.
Yeah.
But then again, can we say that our parents have some sort of a responsibility?
Definitely. If your child's watching certain things, you shouldn't allow it.
Exactly, like pornography. Like, oh my gosh, that's something that I think they say there's a rise in how much kids from, let's say, the age of 8 to 15 are watching pornography, because as parents, there should be a limitation. Like, check. I wouldn't agree with it maybe when I was 13, but maybe it would have helped me, like groomed me better to become a better 16, 17, 18-year-old, to have limitations that say, there's certain shows that you can't watch, there's certain people that you can't follow. Like, don't try and how do I say, control your children, but protect them.
Yeah, definitely. You need more, especially in the film and music industry and gaming industry. With films, like, you can have a 12A, but someone younger than 12 is still going to be seeing it. And some
but
of the
who
stuff,
gave them the money to go and buy it?
Exactly. And they're not checking things properly. Like, even in Marvel films, the violence now, like in Black Panther, the violence was a bit much. In Thor, all of these different ones. You know what? In Captain America, they even swore, never in my life. In Captain America.
Are you sure?
I was confused. I'm telling you. So I think they need to. I think that they need to remember the audience that they're targeting and stick to that audience and keep reinforcing
100%.
the kind of angelic childhood figure that we have of no swearing, no, wearing short clothes or whatnot. Yeah,
because it can be like this now, but what about in 20 years later?
Exactly.
What are we going to have them naked on Instagram?
So
So
definitely.
Thank you for watching.